Hey there, Joey from DayJobHacks.com, and in today's video I want to talk about how to do media buying with a low budget. Okay, so a lot of people that I run into that come into my training, and the ones that ask me questions, oftentimes have a low budget. They're beginners, they're new to the market, and they want to just start on a low budget. Now, a lot of the training that I've done in the past talks about, starting with $1,000 to $5,000 in terms of buying traffic and testing thoroughly, and that is even on the low scale. So is there a way that you can start buying traffic that doesn't cost thousands and thousands of dollars? And that's what this video is going to talk about today, how to do that specifically. So this is actually a video that is inspired by one of the questions that I received through PowerhouseAffiliate.com. One of the people there asked me specifically, I'm going to bring up the question here, and it says, the one thing about your training that had me intimidated was when you explain your campaign launch, you say you send thousands in ad spend a day, and that's intimidating because I don't have that to spend on ads, so I'm lost at that point. How do you start with $500 or less and scale, and is that even possible? So today I want to talk about 3 traffic sources that I think it is possible. Very good information coming here in this video. I'm going to talk about how I would go about doing that with $500 or less. I've done this a lot. I tested a lot of campaigns with $500 or less. Now, the only thing is that it requires a lot of preparation, a lot of research. You need to have the right things in place so that you can have numbers like this when you start, this is the monthly stats here on one of the campaigns from January 1st to January 25th. You can see it's about a little over $1,000 a day coming in, and about $500 a day profit. Now, this is possible by starting out on a low budget and then scaling up. So I'm going to show this. I'm going to show actually how I would go about with a low budget. So first, let's talk about traffic sources. Now, there's a lot of traffic sources out there people are also intimidated by that aren't really as expensive as people might think. Now, for example, I'm going to go through 3 traffic sources that you can use with a low budget and what I would do on each one. So for myself, I was also in the same boat. I was, $40,000 in debt at a time where I could barely afford to get to the next paycheck. So I've been there. I know what it feels like to, risk money testing campaigns. So when I first started out, I was testing on really, really low budgets, and it took me a long time to find campaigns that worked. But when I did find the campaigns that worked, they all had very common elements, okay? The very common elements are very effective landing pages, okay? So if you can't build landing pages, then do not try and start with a low budget, okay? And one of the tools, even if I had a low budget, one of the tools I would totally recommend, especially for people starting out that don't have the skills to build landing pages, is a tool called OptimizePress. And I recommend this a lot because I actually use it. You can go to dayjobhacks.com/OptimizePress and you can get a deal when you use that link. It is a tool that allows you to build really highly professional landing pages. It already has pre-built templates that have really good calls to action in certain niches already. So if you don't have the creative skills to build really effective landing pages that really capture the users, show people the value in what you're promoting, then you are not going to succeed with a low budget. You're not going to succeed with a high budget. It doesn't really matter if you don't have a good sales pitch. So you really need to understand sales. You need to understand how to build landing pages that convert, and that is the first thing. So before you even start spending money on ads, learn how to build really effective landing pages. Now, if you don't have, like I said, the creativity yet, and you're still wondering how people are converting certain affiliate offers, then there's other things you can do too with your money before you start spending it on traffic. Okay. Now, another tool that I would highly recommend is Adplexity, especially if you're going to get into traffic sources. Okay, like native, push ads, and other sources like that, the mobile traffic. There, again, you can use dayjobhacks.com/Adplexity, and you can come in here, and basically what it is a platform that allows you to see ads in all of these areas, okay? And you can see what other people are doing. So really, the point here first, before I get into the traffic sources, you really need to be prepared. You need to do your research. You need to understand what converts. You need to talk to your affiliate managers. You need to see what is actually working and understand your audience and become a creative master at what you're trying to sell, okay? And that will improve your chances drastically once you start testing campaigns. A lot of the times I see people run traffic, they're running to a landing page that is probably from the 1990s. It looks horrible. It doesn't have any calls to action. There's no real value to the user who's reading it. People are a lot smarter these days. When they read landing pages, they know they're being advertised to. You need to give them a reason to stick around, okay? So using a tool like this, Adplexity, gives you value because you actually go in and you can see what is inside, and you can see what other people are running. You can see how long they've ran it. You can see their landing pages. You can download their landing pages, and you can tweak them and test them yourself, okay? So that is why I would recommend, if you're on a low budget, use some of your budget, take a couple $100 and buy these tools so that you can actually be ready to buy traffic. Now, I am an affiliate for these products, okay? Let's just be honest here, but I use them, okay? And this is what you need to get ahead of your competition, okay? So I use OptimizePress, I use Adplexity, and another tool I use is Bmob, but I also use CPV Lab Pro. So you need to have proper tracking. My favorite tracking platform is CPV Lab Pro. Okay, dayjobhacks.com/CPVLabPro for a $50 discount. And again, this is a tool you must have in your arsenal in order to have success. Okay, you cannot go without tracking. If you're not tracking your landing pages, and you're not tracking your ads, and you're not tracking where they're coming from, what they're using for devices, all of that stuff is in this platform showing me exactly what is happening, and I'm sending those conversions to my traffic source, who's also optimizing and using their algorithms to find conversions for me. This doesn't have to be a multiple thousands of dollars in spend to get their AIs to work. And I'm going to show you that and what traffic sources I would recommend on a low budget here. And those are the tools you're going to need. So again, you need a landing page, you need solid tracking, you need tons of research on your audience. You need to know what is going to make them convert. You need to see what other people are doing. If you don't have the creative skills to do this yourself, ask your affiliate managers, all that stuff. Get your research done. Spend weeks doing research. If you have to, make sure you understand your market and where you're going. Now, let's talk first. I want to do that Facebook first, because Facebook is one of those traffic sources that if you have white hat offers and you have the ability to promote them with landing pages that are compliant, then you're actually going to have success, and you can actually start for as low as $5 a day per ad set, okay? Now, I've shown this strategy before in one of the case studies inside the Powerhouse Affiliate Premium members area, but I'm just going to kind of briefly go over what this involves, okay? So inside Facebook, okay, you have the ability to create campaigns, and when you create the campaign, then you go to the next level, which is ad sets. So here you can see I have a campaign set up for conversion tracking and the conversion objective, and inside that campaign, I have multiple ad sets, okay? So in each of these ad sets is where you define your targeting and you define your audience, and you set up different ads inside each ad set. Now, there is a $5 ad set strategy. This has been going around for a few years. I'm not going to say I came up with this strategy, because it's not something I came up with, but it is something I tested inside the case study inside Powerhouse Affiliate, and I showed that the results worked. However, what we learned from that case study is that you need to have a very easy converting offer if you're going to use the conversions objective. So when you set up your campaign, you have objectives. You can choose traffic, you can choose conversions, okay? I recommended we start with conversions, because the pixel for Facebook, if you're sending your conversions into Facebook, Facebook will use that data to put your ads in front of the right people, and the more conversions that Facebook receives from your tracking platforms, the more likelihood they're going to put your ads in front of the people that are going to convert, because they want you to spend more money, okay? So I did a diet campaign. I showed how to do that, collecting leads. Now, again, I have another campaign running here, running leads, but you can set this budget here for as low as $5 a day. You can set it, I think, even $2 or $1. I've never gone below $5, but basically, you can set up a bunch of ad sets. You can start with 1, 2, or 3 and start at $15 a day, testing out different targeting options about your audience. Now, before you go in here and you start setting up campaigns and setting up ad sets and setting up ads, again, you want to do some research. You want to see what your competition is doing. or if you have affiliate offers that you're going to run, you want to do some research on the audience. And one of the tools you can use here is the audience insights. So I'm just going to show you quickly, and I've done this before, so I'm not going to go into too much depth on here. But there is a way to do a lot of research before you start your $5 ad set strategy. Okay. So let's just say you want to promote something like weight loss. Okay. Now I don't recommend weight loss. In fact, let's not even talk about weight loss on Facebook, because Facebook is so against diet and weight loss, especially if you're an affiliate marketer. If you're trying to do diet and weight loss stuff, you're probably going to get banned. So let's talk about something like let's talk about drones. Okay, I like the example of drones because it's an e-commerce offer. It's white hat. You can find a ton of white hat offers on CPA networks that allow you to run on Facebook. So what I would do here, I would just come in here and search for drones. Okay, so I didn't find anything for drones. So let's go with gadgets or something, cool gadgets. Okay, that's kind of the same, a niche. So let's remove the drone and let's go cool gadgets, and let's see. So you can see obviously it was a men dominant kind of audience here. You can see it's 63% men, 37% women. Now where you go down here is you look at the page likes, and what you want to see is some of the biggest pages in the niche, and if there are any, you can then take the page. So let's look at bestproducts.com, okay? And let's go see what their page looks like. So now what you can do is you can take this and see if they're actually running ads, okay? So if you want, you can take this and you can go over to the Facebook ads library, and you can try and start searching for this business, okay? Bestproducts.com. You're going to search the name. Computer's acting a little funny here. Let's see if bestproducts.com comes up. There it is here, and let's see if they're running any advertisements. So what you want to do is you want to select all countries, and as you can see, they are running advertisements. You can see, and now you can start spying and seeing what these people are actually running. This is how you do competitive intelligence research to see what people are doing on Facebook, okay? You don't have to buy those fancy spy tools for Facebook, because really Facebook gives it to you all for free right here in their ads library. Okay, so as a recap, Facebook is, I would say, the ‑1 traffic source for a low budget. Strangely enough, a lot of people think you need a massive budget to start on Facebook, but start with a low barrier converting offer if you're going to start with the leads or the conversions objective. Because if you start with that objective and you don't have a really easy converting offer, you may actually end up spending a ton of money. So e-com will be a tough one to convert because it's a credit card submit. That is why I did the case study on the $5 ad set using a lead submit. You can see that case study inside PowerhouseAffiliate.com premium members area, like I said, and you can see how I used it to generate leads for a diet offer. Okay, so again, start with a low barrier converting CPA offer, and if you can, start with a lead submit. Capture your own emails first so that you can start capturing emails on a low budget and then starting to scale from there. Next traffic source, let's go to Bing Ads. Bing Ads is another one I use regularly. I buy traffic from Bing Ads, and I wanted to show you some of the click costs on Bing. Now, Bing is an actual traffic source that's really easy to not lose a lot of money on. You can start with as low as $25, and you can actually just test a campaign with, as long as you have, a campaign that has a lot of clicks that are super cheap. And there are a ton of campaigns on here, or keywords that you're going to be able to focus on that are super cheap cost, okay? So if you're coming down here, you can see I have some data here to show you the average cost per click on many niches. Now, you can see I'm paying 47 cents, as high as $1. Summer's low is 25 cents per click. We have one here that's 13 cents per click, and that one was in the watch movies online niche. So that is a good potential niche if you have an offer like Netflix will say. There's a lot of CPA offers out there that stream movies for people. This is a good example of cheap traffic, lots of traffic, 13-cent clicks. You can start for as low as, like I said, I think $25 a day would be the budget, but you wouldn't even have to spend that. You can spread it out. I think you can even go lower now on Bing in terms of how much daily spend you use. So again, you would want to make sure you have a really solid landing page. You want to have a really solid offer. Don't just come in here and test because you think it's great, cheap clicks. You need to, again, do your research, understand your market, maybe focus on a specific movie or a title that people want to watch, a really popular one like back when Game of Thrones was hot. You could, watch Game of Thrones online, and people would think they could come in here and sign up to Netflix and watch it or whatever. Maybe use an actual title that they can watch, so you're not using deceptive marketing. But this is, again, a traffic source, low budget, 13-cent clicks. You can get some really good data from, a low amount of money, and you're not risking a lot of capital trying to do media buying on a massive platform for a high, payout offer, but it's hard to convert. So the point is, find offers that are generally on Bing. I go for offers that pay out in the $10 to $20 range on the CPA networks. Generally, these types of offers are lead submits, or they're a really easy credit card submit, and it works well on Bing. Okay, let's look at the third traffic source now, and that is the push ads, which has been, the talk of the industry for the last little while. Push ads, in my opinion, push ads are starting to, dwindle for me anyway, and I don't focus a lot on push ads just because of the nature of them. I find push ads require a lot of work, okay? So basically, you have to constantly refresh your ads. You have to constantly be creative. You have to test a lot of landing pages. You have to watch widgets. So if you're not able to focus on a traffic source like Facebook or a search network like Google or Bing, and you're running offers that are a little more sketchy, then this traffic source is for you, okay? This is the type of traffic source that you can run casino ads, you can run highly aggressive dating ads, you can run sweepstakes, all of that kind of stuff. The stuff that's generally going to get you banned from Facebook, going to get you banned from Bing, all that kind of stuff. So this is generally where those affiliates are hitting, because you can really do a lot of things on here. And I do have a case study, again, going on Propeller, showing some ways to monetize your traffic and stuff like that. The clicks here are super cheap. Like, I'm talking 1 penny to 2 pennies per click. So if you have, especially sweepstakes, it's very easy for people to come in with a low budget and start running sweepstakes style offers. What I mean by sweepstakes are those single opt-in email submits, okay? Some of them pay anywhere from 40 cents to $2 each. There's a lot of different strategies on how to do that. I'm not going to get into that here on this video, but if you go into Adplexity, again, if you invest in a tool like Adplexity, you're going to be able to go into the push traffic networks like I just showed. You're going to be able to see what every single affiliate on the planet is doing right now. You're going to be able to see their landing pages, what offers they're running, what network they're using, all of that stuff. So do your research before you just start coming in thinking, okay, penny clicks, I'm going to come in here and fire up a campaign. You're still going to lose if you don't actually do research and understand your audience, okay? So I think that's enough for this video. If you have questions, again, always ask, or go to the Facebook group. The one that we have set up now is called Performance Marketers Ask Anything. Come in there. Performance Marketers Ask Anything Facebook group. Ask a question. Maybe I'll do a video about it if I know the answer, and I'll publish it on YouTube, or come into the powerhouseaffiliate.com premium members area. You can look at other case studies that I'm doing. Most of the case studies that are in there are for low budget strategies. I will be starting a more high budget strategy coming up in the next case studies, but for now there's a lot of great information in there, especially if you're a new marketer and you're looking for ways to generate traffic without a huge budget, okay? So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this channel so you get more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next videos.